Feels like a long day.
Mm-hmm. Feel like Santa Claus.
Let's go. You're gonna have to, cross motivate, pump yourself up. Let's go. All right, you ready to go?
Mhm.
Let's lock in. Let's get this done. Andy Murray played until 4 in the morning. So
It was like 5.
so who are we to not be able to find another gear and then pull this off?
I'm not saying that.
Let's go. All right. Hello and welcome back to another 5K tennis discussion. Today is January something, 18th, 19th, I think. Something like that.
January 19th.
19th. And we are here to talk about the Australian Open. What's up, buddy? Okay, we'll worry about the dry throw up
Tell
later.
them.
You know you have an issue when a 7-year-old runs in here and he says, "Hey, I got dry throw up on my bed."
Who?
He said that?
Who?
That's what he just said?
That's what he just said.
Damn. Gotta hate when you got a crap sandwich in your bed. That was hilarious. I almost snorted on that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, my boy is playing good. He was up on center 2-1, but I think he's losing the third set.
Kusevich?
Yeah.
Rip City?
Kusevich.
Okay, we're gonna talk about last night's instant classic match, I guess you could say, with Kokonakis and Murray. I wanted to start with a quick shout out. I have a shout out for once in a blue moon. So shout out to MotoGP. MotoGP, we were chatting back and forth today, and he is in Bangladesh. And I mentioned to him there was a couple of you out there that are from Bangladesh or that general thick of the woods. So MotoGP, it was a pleasure to speak with you. All right. By the way, second shout out goes to Jessica Pegula, the American player.
Okay.
Do you know why I'm throwing that out there?
No, why?
Not only, is she number 3 in the world, and that's a shout out in of itself, or number 3 seeded in the tournament, or 2 even.
Mm-hmm.
But she busted out the number 3 on her skirt for Damar Hamlin.
Of course she would. Her dad is the owner of the Buffalo
owner
Bills.
of the Buffalo Bills'
Of
daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Taking one for Hamlin. Let's get down. Anyway, let's go 49ers. I'll leave it at that. As Carla said last night, I bet on James L. Like, what? I got dumber after that.
I don't know. I got dumber with some of your picks.
Okay. Carla, by the way, has a theory, and her theory is generally this: if a player plays 5 sets the night before or the round before, and they get stretched to the max, they generally lose their next round match.
Yes, which Justin wrote that Andy Murray was out, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" I got in the car. He's like, "What? What are you listening to?" I'm like, "Andy Murray. He's about to win the third set." He's like, "No, he already lost. I already wrote it on my show for the show." Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're right. Okay. Now, so when I woke up this morning, I started writing stuff on a sheet of paper, and I realized that Jabeur lost. Jabeur. So Jabeur had
needs to get in shape.
But you understand what I'm saying? She lost, so your theory was thus proven correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shame on Kokonakis for losing that match. Honestly, you're up 2 sets, 5-2. You lose the match.
Yes. Okay. So when Jabeur lost, and I'm thinking, okay, Carlos' theory is right, as it usually is. And then we were leaving the house. It was like 7:30 or 8. It was like 8 in the morning. 9. Okay, 9ish in the morning here. So we get in the car and we have it on like Bluetooth or whatever. Was it Cam Williams? I think. Anyway.
No, I didn't do Cam Williams. I'm sorry, I didn't do Cam Williams. I wanted to listen to the Australian Open radio.
Okay.
And that's what I want.
So anyway, long story short is I started writing because at that point in time, Kokonakis was up 5-2 in the third set, and they had split sets. So it was
they didn't split sets. He was up 2-0 on sets.
Who?
Kokonakis.
I thought they split.
No.
Okay, my fault then. Are you sure?
Factual.
I thought they split sets and he was up 5-2 in the third.
No, Justin. He was serving 2 up, 2-0 up. Want to bet? What do you want to bet? You want to shave your face? Hair?
I don't
He
know,
was up
Carla.
2 sets.
I don't know.
2 sets.
I think they split
serving.
sets.
He was up 2 sets.
I don't know. I'm going to look that up, girl.
Okay, sure.
Oh, he was up 2 sets.
You're dumb. You're not listening at all.
He was up 2 sets.
Terrible. Thank you. Terrible loss. He should be ashamed of himself. Slap himself. Beat himself with the racket.
Yeah. And so I started writing, and so the first statement I had
Writing without doing his research.
no, it was just that it should have been over. So I was like, Carla's right, you know. If a player gets stretched to 3 sets as a woman and it's 5 sets
Murray
as a
should
man,
have
they lose.
lost. Murray should have lost for sure.
So he was down 2 sets and 5-2. Like he had like he could.
And I think he had match point, if I'm not mistaken.
Gotta hate that. Gotta hate that. Zverev goes down, by the way.
Yeah, but then his first tournament back from
Achilles tendon.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all expected that. I did watch Brooksby play against Ruud, laughing. I laughed the whole time. I was laughing. I'm like, here, Justin talked about Ruud and Ruud and Ruud. And the guy goes out. I was laughing because Brooksby, I was
I
watching.
haven't talked about Ruud this tournament.
No.
I talked about the U.S. Open, which
Yeah.
he made the final, and I talked about the
Yeah,
French
yeah,
Open,
yeah.
which he made the final.
Yeah. Anyways, Brooksby beat him. I was fun laughing.
Good for him. But Brooksby's
Is
a
Djokovic
brat.
really hurt trying to get in the head of the draw? I never believe Djokovic when he's hurt. Never. You can never believe him. Tennis players out there playing the Australian Open, if you have him next, don't buy into that he is hurt.
Theatrics.
I don't know.
It works.
I'm not saying he's not or is. I'm just saying don't believe him.
It works though.
Go in there thinking that's Djokovic 100%. Just go in there thinking that way. I watched a Ben Shelton match too, playing against Jari.
Have you noticed that?
Come
Come
on!
on!
Come on!
Yeah, he grunts on the slice.
Yes! Come on! I was like, holy shit, this is college tennis.
Yeah, and have you noticed he grunts on the slice?
Every shot, it was like,
It's
come
like,
on!
if you-
I was like, shut up!
Yeah, if you hit topspin, you reserve the right to grunt. Like,
I'm like, shut
I get it.
up.
But when you slice and you're like, it's like, wait a minute. It doesn't even fit the narrative, right? When you slice and grunt, how does that make any sense?
I was like, shut up!
It doesn't mesh very well. The slice grunt. Anyway, he does a great job of doing the slice grunt. Taylor Fritz goes down.
What can I say?
Did you ever really buy into Taylor Fritz in the first
Not
place?
really.
He's
no.
just.
But I did pick him to
he's-
win.
he's-
I did pick him to win. I lost.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Is he just a little bit better than every other American male? Just a little bit,
Just a little bit.
right?
He needs some muscles.
All right. Anyway, let's get into this Murray coconut.
Plus, he's
match.
with Barbie. That doesn't help him.
Who? Who is Fritz?
He's with a Barbie. He needs a girl that's like more like
But he's the dad, right?
But that's not his mom's child.
Do you think that's any play on his mentality?
No.
You don't think so
I
at
just
all?
think he needs a woman that's gonna be like, man, come on, man, man up. Stop
I
looking
don't
like
know.
a little bitch.
I don't know.
Put some muscles in your body. A little bit of weight. Come on, man.
I don't know.
Not. Baby, do I look good with my foundation and all that makeup?
Yeah.
Just saying.
All right. If you were Andy Murray.
No, I didn't say I like Ben. I don't like Rune because of what he told his mom. I mean, you don't tell your mom to get out. You tell your mom to get out. That's
He's
a
a
problem.
little bratty.
That's a problem for me.
He's a little bratty.
What would your mom do, Van Lee, if you told her to get out?
But what Van
I don't think
I
that
don't
Ben
think Van
did
Lee
that.
told
Ben
mom to
didn't
do it
do
in
that.
the
Ben
first
Shelton didn't do that. Ben Shelton's just used to college tennis, and that's how college tennis is. They're very loud. We've watched college tennis before in person. That's just how it is.
The slice grunt.
They grunt for everything. They yell for everything. Everybody cheers for everything, for a mistake, for not a, that's just how it is. You yell at your mom, you tell her to get out on TV. When you come to the house, I'm gonna bitch slap you with my sandal.
Damn.
Yeah.
Look, they grunt to get their towel. Like if you watch anyway, you go watch some college tennis. They're going to get their towel, and they're like,
grunting
"Give
for
me the
that.
towel."
Yeah.
All right. Andy Murray and Kokonakis played until 4 a.m.
5 a.m.
5 a.m.
That was terrible.
Australian time.
Terrible.
Are you pissed if you're a player?
Yes.
How pissed?
Very.
Like, do you think that players should have in their repertoire as if they played the next day so they could still get that day? In other words, at midnight, you're playing in the next day. So most players get a day off, right? They get a day off and they play their next match. But Andy Murray played on one day into the next day, well into the next day. And then he's supposed to rest from 12 after he cools down from the intensity of that match in the afternoon. What he's going to go to sleep at midnight and then wake up, 4 hours later and get ready for the next match.
Mm-hmm.
Shit sandwich for Murray, right? I mean, regardless of
why are they playing that time? The fact that the Australian Open Radio was saying that they have energy drinks and coffee, I thought, what a terrible thing for a tennis player to play at that time, to have to drink coffee, to have to put something shitty like an energy drink in your body.
Yeah, you're right. So we're listening to
that's just terrible.
We're listening to Bluetooth on the Subaru, and we're headed to Mobile.
Yeah, and the reason I listen to them is because I want to hear the actual person that's there. Nothing against him; it had nothing to do. But he's got anyways. I wanted to listen to these two guys.
Understood anyway, but we're listening to the Australian Open, and we're driving into Mobile, and we hear one of the commentators saying, yes, the players are either going to order an espresso, in other words, a cup of coffee, or they're going to drink more and more energy drinks. And that's okay. But, I think there's a health risk to staying up all night and drinking coffee. Mm-hmm. I drink coffee. I love coffee.
I barely drink coffee. But I drink a little bit.
But, I don't think it's the best way to describe a professional athlete at that level is, hey, I'm staying up all night and I'm shooting double, shots of latte and chugging Red Bull to do it. No disrespect to the aforementioned, but I'm just saying it doesn't really. Okay, it's like, okay, and you won't let Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame, and you won't let Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame, but what? And we got DraftKings on the tube talking about who's going to win 4 games in this set, and Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. I'm getting dumber thinking about this. No Pete Rose, no Barry Bonds, but we're lapping it up every night, including this, right? They're getting an edge, right?
And isn't he was up 2 sets, Alex, and then he lost the next set 6-1. So hopefully, I don't know, he can pull it out in the 4th set.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Murray is currently back on the ground 7 hours later. He loves this.
He's a fighter. He's fighting. How long will that hip hold up,
and
though?
Bautista good. It's a winnable match.
Yes, didn't Bautista go 5 sets though? Mm-hmm. Didn't Bautista go 5? Mm-hmm. Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Oh no, you're saying you don't know. Didn't Bautista go 5 sets?
I don't know. But I feel bad for Kokkinakis. I really do. Here's this young man trying to get his career back in.
And look, Kokkinakis and Kyrgios have quite a doubles setup though.
Yeah, you have to kind of question yourself, like, what the hell was I doing?
Just a couple setbacks. He's still young. By the way, Kokkinakis, by the way, let me.
I thought it was hilarious, Alex Couillard. I really thought I was watching Brooksby serving for the 3rd set. Choked. He had match points. Choked. He missed points that he shouldn't have missed, and then they went to a 4th set. He won. His dad was definitely pumping him up in the crowd. I felt like it was college tennis again. Good for the Americans. 8 Americans, by the way. 8 Americans went through.
Oh, did Dennis Kudla go through?
No.
He lost?
Yeah. I have the 8 Americans who went through.
A quick couple nuggets about Kokkinakis. Lest we forget that when Kokkinakis was just jumping on the scene, he had the likes of Roger Federer that said, hey, this guy can play. He's a good player, right? Remember this? Mm-hmm. Like Kokkinakis Kokkinakis had a lot of respect from Roger, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. Kokkinakis is 26 years old, still relatively young in the grand scheme of things, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. He turned pro in 2013 at the age of 16. Mm-hmm. Okay, Australian. Mm-hmm. I'm sure the Australians are relatively happy. His highest ranking in the world was number 69 in 2015. Had some setbacks, and here he comes into the Australian Open, currently ranked 159 in the world, or give or take a few points at this point, right? What are your honest thoughts of a 6'4" bruiser, big guy, at 26 years old? The bigger we get, sometimes the harder we fall. It's hard to stay healthy.
If he doesn't get his career going now, it's not going to happen for him.
Is he on that last stepping stone?
Yes,
either you get it now or you're not.
That's it. He's on that last stepping stone. Yeah. Talking about the 8 Americans, you got Mackenzie McDonald, Tiafoe, Brooksby, Mo, Shelton, Wolf, Tommy Paul, and Korda.
Then Wolf won? I thought Wolf lost.
No, he won.
Sebastian Korda, or is he dangerous, do you think?
I don't know. Tommy Paul is playing against Brooksby. I thought another two American players were playing against each other, so that'll knock out a whole bunch of American players. Going to Van Lee's comment, yes, Fritz is soft. He is soft. You're right about that. He's a little soft baby. Again, he's with Barbie doll. Any guy that's with Barbie doll, not very masculine.
Who's tougher, Fritz or Zverev? Who would win in a street
Zverev.
fight? Zverev?
Yeah.
Zverev would kick.
He's German. He's got the German Russian blood in him. What's up, Cam? I feel bad now saying I didn't watch.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cam. I had to give somebody a chance.
We were right on the interstate.
He was watching.
We
I was listening to somebody else.
Car was driving. I'm like, "What's up, Cam? Let's go."
Mm-hmm.
Great job today. That was a super energetic match that you did. We were doing courts at 7:30, 8 in the morning.
No, we weren't at 10.
No, it was at 10. Yes, it was like 10 a.m. And we had been like grooming courts, and like I'm holding my phone. I'm like, "Is Cam here?" Anyway, that was a great time. I can't believe you stayed up and did that. It was incredible. Like, wow, like hands down, great job. Okay, anyway.
Who does McDonald play again? I don't know who McDonald plays.
Any other American at his level, whether it's Mo or McDonald or Tommy Paul or Kudla, all these other Americans, like you,
Tiafoe might have a chance.
Tiafoe, it's still, even then it's a coin toss. Isn't it a coin toss? You could put whatever person you mentioned and throw them in front of whoever, and you're going to get a coin toss result. You can put any American male in there; they're all the same. Tiafoe maybe a little bit better. Fritz maybe a little bit better. But he lost already.
So you got Tiafoe Hachinov.
Good match.
Medvedev Korda. That's the end of Korda. Shelton Popapiri. Toss up. Jay Wolf and Mo. So there goes one American. Tommy Paul and Brooksby. There goes one American. I feel bad for Dimitrov playing Djokovic, by the way.
Good match. Mm-hmm. That's one to do.
That's not a good match. That's going to be a pounding.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
What's going to happen?
Djokovic is going to go through him like 6'2", 6'3", 6'1" if he wants to.
And then if not...
Did you guys hear of the guy heckling him last night? Going to the umpire saying, "Why haven't you kicked him out? He's drunk, man. 30 minutes." The guy was yelling at Djokovic or heckling him.
Okay.
So they finally kicked him out.
The umpire. What about the umpire that you said that had this? Who was the beautiful umpire? She was gorgeous.
Yeah,
super pretty.
So
umpire.
Stefan Stevanovic like she messed up her face with Botox and plastic surgery, and I saw a picture of her and I said, "Oh my God, what did she do to her face?" I don't know why women go get these Botox. I mean, you're so young, you don't need it.
She was a hot ref. What's her name?
She don't look hot. She looks like one of these Barbie dolls that you took a hammer and you broke the face and then you try to put it together and kind of.
Interesting. All right.
You know those porcelain dolls you broke the face by accident, you try to put it together.
Good luck with that.
Oh man.
All right, look, you mentioned Papirin a minute ago. Mm-hmm. Okay, Papirin beat supposedly a respectable Fritz because a lot of you picked him for the $200 to the final. Mm-hmm. Anyway, don't forget that Papirin's young. He's super young. Good for Australia here, right? Mm-hmm. Let's go. Hopefully we can have another Leighton Hewitt, Patrick Rafter type run eventually. Laver's still kicking back, enjoying the show. 23 years old, 6'5", another big man. Right, another big man,
but they're slim, so it doesn't really.
Can he stay healthy? It's trouble being 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", 6'5".
I don't have belief in him.
How many basketball players that are 7 foot last longer than a couple years?
He's got a winnable match, Bonesy. Winnable.
I don't know, but look. By the way, Papirin has made it to at least the second round of every major. He's made it to the third round at this Australian Open in 2019, 2020, and this year, 2023. He's been to the third round of the U.S. Open in 2019 and in 2021. Was number 59 in the world in 2021. Is currently in the 120 range. 6'5", turned pro in 2017. Lifetime ATP record 46 and 69 on the ATP Tour with one title. Let's go, Papirin. Come on, Patrick Rafter. Let's go, Leighton Hewitt. Make some noise in here.
Never liked Leighton.
Stop messing around so much.
Never liked Leighton Hewitt, by the way.
And he had fight.
Never liked that guy.
He's kind of an ass, but.
Never liked him.
His hat was backwards and his
never liked his game.
Ear stuck out.
His game bored me to death. And never liked his attitude. Never liked him. I like Patrick Rafter. Never liked Hewitt.
Patrick Rafter's a beast.
Let's go, Pusovic. Let's go. 2-0. And service. And Tsitsipas is beating Greek support.
Okay, so when you watch Papirin play, though, and you watch Felix Auger-Aliassime play, they remind me in a sense of kind of their game.
Felix has one more.
Okay. No, here's where I'm going with this. Felix Auger-Aliassime and Papirin are at the age now where they need to become a man. Like, come on, I'm gonna rip your face off in this match, and I'm gonna die trying, right?
Well, if they go be with Barbie, they're not.
But I think that Papirin is
for all of you that look like Barbie.
Who's a better player in 5 years, Papirin or Felix Auger-Aliassime?
Felix.
I don't know.
Okay. You just started talking about him because he won. We haven't talked about him in a long time. Why? Because he has been irrelevant.
He's got street cred. He's got some shit.
Okay.
He's got some
drama.
drama. You got nothing to lose, right?
Okay.
All right, Ons Jabeur. Ons Jabeur goes down.
Her massage wasn't good.
What massage? Oh, when she said she had to put her husband to work.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever really bought onto the Jabeur bandwagon?
Never. She got to lose at least 20 pounds.
She gotten in better shape.
That's like me going on the tour. I got to lose like 20 pounds.
She's gotten in better shape.
She got to lose 20 pounds. She's not that young. She's like in her mid-20s, I'm guessing, or late 20s. She got to lose some weight.
Have you ever really bought into her game?
No, never.
You hope for her? She
has a great, beautiful game, but that I ever believe that she could be a Grand Slam champion, no. But she had 2 chances and let it go.
Look, she's a wonderful player. I love her story, but I've never bought into. I've never bought into the fact that she's a good.
I mean, Raducanu can win, but again, she had 2 chances and it just kind of went bye-bye.
Yeah.
She kind of didn't show up in those finals. 28, yeah, no, time's passing. Just like Kushkova, time's passed. Just saying.
Jabeur was one of those that had a deep match the match before this one, right? She was on court. Was it 3 sets?
It shouldn't have been deep, though.
Wasn't it a 3-set match?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then your theory is some of these matches, if they go 3 sets, they come back, play the next one, and then, whatever, you lose. You were wrong about the Murray aspect of it, but you were right here. Is it fitness that's the issue? Maybe kind of that Murray's been working his fitness tremendously.
And women are not dominant on the tour. You can have any champion these days.
So that's a dice roll?
It's a dice roll. It's a dice roll. Maybe some of us should go play on the tour, and we might get lucky and win that slam.
Is it currently Swiatek and everyone else?
No, not at this tournament.
Swiatek is still in that dice roll category?
She's a little bit better than the dice roll.
Okay, so she has better. Swiatek has a better
2-1, yeah.
Okay, and everybody else is just shit out of luck.
Dice, yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, so Swiatek isn't a lottery. Everyone else
She's
is a lottery.
2-1. It depends who she gets in front of her.
So
she almost lost that first match.
So if your life depended on it, if your life absolutely depended on it, and you had to choose of every tennis player women's side, but currently, to win this tournament, and if you had one, would you just risk your life on her, or would you just pick a dice roll out of the bag?
I'll pick a dice roll out of the bag.
I would just, even though she.
Because the dice roll might win. We've seen dice rolls win. Just saying.
Yes, but I mean, I would want to at least have.
I gotta look at Krejcikovic. Ben Ferguson Krejcikovic outfit, yellow and black. She's like a bumblebee out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Belinda Bencic and Caroline Garcia still cruising under the radar. Mm-hmm. No one's talking about them.
Toss up with those two. Those two are unpredictable.
Garcia's been winning matches consistently and taking deep runs consistently for like a fast 4 tournaments, stretching into last year.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
She's not messing around.
Okay.
Watch out for the Frenchman or the French lady.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know who Garcia took out?
Who?
Leylah Fernandez.
But again, Leylah Fernandez.
This is the 2021 U.S. Open finalist that Raducanu took out.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of an odd final if you look back at it. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
And ask it honestly.
Yes.
Do you think that Leylah Fernandez has gotten to as high as she's going to get when she made that U.S. Open 2021 final? In other words, will she ever get to another Grand Slam final again? Has she already been at the top?
No.
So she can step up?
She can step up. She needs a little more oomph in her game.
Do you think Emma Raducanu honestly will ever make another Grand Slam final?
No.
But you think Leylah Fernandez will?
Because she hasn't won it.
So she might be a little hungrier.
Yeah.
She may not have.
She didn't get all that
the Vogue sponsorship.
Correct.
Okay, fair enough.
She's still the ugly duckling in the pond. Nobody gave her the sponsors, so they didn't think she was cute enough. They looked at a Filipino and Spanish girl, and they're like,
Yeah, by the way, when I mentioned Zhang yesterday, the Chinese player, you all laughed at me because I couldn't pronounce her name.
You don't even know who she is.
She won again.
But you don't know who she is.
Straight set.
But you have no clue. If I put her out of 10 people, You wouldn't know who she is. You couldn't even pick her.
Probably
You would
not.
know exactly. So don't even front it.
Well, we do now.
Yeah.
Look, before this tournament started, we did our fantasy teams. One of the players we talked about and I ended up taking was Fruhitova, right?
Yeah.
Turned pro at 15. She's 17.
Good
Here
for
she
her.
is. She's in the thick of it.
I hope she does well.
Chances of her winning this thing?
None.
Why? Immaturity, maybe?
None. It's because we don't know who's going to win. That's reality. We're all guessing at the women's. All of us. We are all guessing. We are all in the same boat. None of us. We're like hoping we pick the right person.
Who was the youngest person on the women's tour that's won a major since, say, the Open era? Tracy Austin at 15, Capriati 16.
Those things don't happen. Capriati didn't win.
Sellis,
Capriati didn't win one, so she was in her late 20s.
Okay, so Sellis maybe, Tracy Austin maybe. Who else?
Rob was young.
Who else?
Rob was
Anyway, some pretty young. I mean,
Deborah was
just
young.
women's.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think of Tracy Austin at 15. I think.
Mhm.
Ostapenko at 17. Wasn't Ostapenko 17 when she won the
Oh,
French?
Hingis, good one.
Hingis, another good one.
That doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. Let's go Fruhitova. Prove us wrong. Right?
Mhm.
All right, Carlita.
All right, Justino.
I'm flipping pages. All right.
I'm still trying to figure out if you know this player
What player?
that you mentioned.
Who?
Zhang.
She won again today.
Yeah, but because you looked it up.
She's a fighter.
Hmm.
Hey, why is it that the Spaniards love playing 5 sets?
They love hearing themselves grunt.
Bautista Agut and Karina Busta both go 5 sets.
Mhm.
One win, one loses.
Mhm.
Does the Spaniard that won in those 5 sets, and that was Bautista Agut won in 5 sets over Holt, and that's Tracy Austin's
Mhm.
son.
Mhm.
Okay. Karina Busta goes in 5 sets and loses to the Frenchman Benjamin Bonzi.
Okay.
Excited about that?
Yeah, super.
Anyway, do you think your boy Bautista Agut is going to prevail, given that he just went 5 sets?
My boy. Why does it have to be my boy?
Oh. Just saying. All right. Next up,
Yes.
you ready for this?
Yes.
You know, you're good. Okay, Karen Khachanov, Daniil Medvedev, Andrei Rublev, Marton Fucsovics, Denis Shapovalov, Stefano Tsitsipas, Philip Hurkacz, Sebastian Korda, all move on.
Mhm.
If you could pick one of these guys, one of them, and maybe, put a circle around Medvedev, and maybe,
Medvedev, definitely.
okay, take Medvedev out. I should have left him out of the mix. Okay,
Okay, who's the
pick
other guy?
any one of those other players.
Tsitsipas.
You want me to repeat them?
Yes.
Karen Khachanov.
Nope.
Okay, Medvedev, I get is a little better. He's like an apex predator. You can scoot him out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, you can expect that. Okay, let's remove Medvedev. Khachanov, Rublev, the cat man. Like the Beatles song, hey, it's the cat
Yes,
man.
go.
Okay, that's the tax man, though. Khachanov, Rublev, Fucsovics, Shapovalov, Tsitsipas, Hurkacz, Sebastian Korda. Who would you choose?
Tsitsipas, of course.
Okay, but all right.
I don't even have to think about that.
I don't know. I just think Tsitsipas is a wash with the rest of them.
Okay.
I really do.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do 3rd round matchups.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Intriguing 3rd round matchups. Who you got?
Who's the 3rd round matches?
Oh, so you're on left field, girl. All right.
I'm looking at the score. Fucsovics had a 2-0 lead and now let it go to 2-2. Pretty upset about that.
What, Kokonakis?
No. Fucsovics.
Oh no,
All
girl.
right. So tomorrow's matches: Hurkacz, Shapovalov. Toss up.
I'm gonna take Hurkacz.
Toss up. Khachanov, Tiafoe. Toss up.
I'm gonna
Toss up.
Khachanov will probably win, but I'm gonna root for
Couldn't
Tiafoe.
bet your life on it. Korda, Medvedev. I could bet my life Medvedev.
Medvedev, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Korda.
Popapiri and Shelton. Toss up.
That's a good match. That might be exciting, right? That really could be.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's not. Humbert and Ruin. Toss up.
Let's go Humbert.
Well, really, should have Andy Murray won that? And once again,
He did.
should he won it?
He
No.
did.
And let me tell you guys something. Like I told Jack Nolte, he's Scottish, not British. Not British. He's Scottish, not English. That's why he won.
He won.
He's Scottish.
He won.
He's Scottish.
He won.
Like the movie
Tear your heart out.
Braveheart. He is Scottish. That's the reason he won.
Mhm.
Had he been English, he would have lost.
You think so? Is that what happened to Tim Henman? Tim Henman?
Because he's Scottish. The English had to press Murray because the English are soft. The English players are soft.
Dang.
Not the soccer players, not everybody else. But because he's Scottish.
Jack Nolte and William Spencer are come through the screen and punch you in the
Jack
face.
Nolte's Irish.
Oh, he
The
gets.
Irish are strong too.
Mhm.
What English player has been really good that you can say, wow, that guy's going to be dominant?
Tim Henman.
He was soft in the head.
But he was a good player.
That's why they say 10-man hill. He could never get over the hill.
He's got a hill named after him. More than we got.
He is Scottish. That's why.
He could have won.
They're barbaric. The English are too worried about how pretty they look.
William Morris. Okay. All right.
Snorri. Come on. Oh, man.
All right. Serendulo, Felix.
Felix.
I think so. Lahechka. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that player. Cam Norrie.
He's English, right?
Sure, man.
Is Cam Norrie English?
Yeah,
He
he's an
is.
Englishman.
Oh, man. Let's see. What is it? Carlos, do you think Osaka has to come back and play consistently and maintain endorsements? No, I don't think so. Osaka's Osaka. I think she comes back and even does bad, she still be praised. Because she's a mom now, you know?
You know who's a baller Englishman though that I like a lot is Evans.
Yeah.
Evans is a soldier.
So Evans is your exception, but he's not really good.
He's a beast though. He's
He's the type that go into a bar and fight.
He's the type that we could just chill with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but
Evans is chill, dude.
yeah. Nora did a lot of training in New Zealand. Oh.
Look,
Then he trained with Frodo and
well, isn't Evans doesn't Evans kind of have that personality like Bublik? They kind of have
yes.
that.
Evans is kind of rough around the edges.
Yeah,
and just, yeah.
I feel him. Bublik, Evans.
But he's not a great player.
Let's go.
So again, the English have yet to produce a great male tennis player.
Yeah, if you have a locker room and
they have yet to produce that.
And you want some like ballers in your locker room that are going to be straight up dudes, you want people like Evans and you want people like.
I'll go with the Russian
players. What did we just say?
I'll go with the Russian players.
Yeah, we want to
Serbian
chill with them
players.
because they're going to tell you the way it
The
is.
Serbian
And
players.
they're not going to give a shit what you think.
Yes, he was trying to
Just
tell
boom, that's the way it is. Yeah, that's why I respect Evans and I respect Bublik for those reasons.
Mhm.
Wish the best for those gentlemen, everyone. But
I mean, good for Andy,
been
but
through it.
good for Andy, but really Kokonax had that match.
Yeah, and I didn't realize I thought they split the first and the second set.
It's a shame.
And then Coconut was up 5-2.
If I was his coach, I'd be hitting him with a racket. Like, what were you thinking?
Just veteran moment came out. Experience came out. Yeah, that's it. Kokonakis didn't close it, and that's all.
Finally, do you really believe Djokovic is injured? Yesterday we talked about how he's vegan, he's flexible, he's superhuman. Michael Walker was saying he's seen no one like him at his age play. He's unbelievable. Blah blah blah. Do you actually believe this man is injured? Can we ever believe that Djokovic is injured?
He's a good actor, and I love him. I'm just saying he's good at what he does.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it gets in your head. It ruffles your feathers. You know what happens when we ruffle our feathers?
Don't fall for it. You know, like Little Red Riding Hood.
But the problem is,
what big ears you have.
the problem
what
is,
big eyes you
is
have.
you have to play at your best level in your entire life to compete with someone like Djokovic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if they're competing with you, then you can stop them. You can do this antic and you can do that antic and you can act this way, and it ruffles their feathers a bit, and it's hard for them to keep up that.
Yeah. See, if I was playing Djokovic, I'd be like,
Yeah.
Time out.
From the very beginning.
Oh.
That's a good idea. That's
From the beginning.
From the beginning. Like he wins the toss. He wins the toss. And he goes to make his first serve and he bounces it 27 times. Bounce. And he's like, hold on, man.
Oh. And then the next set,
Time out.
next set, you're like limping. Do your leg. Oh, my leg.
And then,
Medical timeout.
yeah,
You
and
gotta
then-
play the
and then-
mind games.
yeah,
with this guy.
and then you know he gets the second serve and you're like, oh man, fucking B, hit me in the neck. Oh,
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, you gotta like every set, you gotta fake something.
do something.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh, my toe.
My toe.
Freaking pull a Sistipas and blow your shoelace out. See, Sistipas has a what's it? He has Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget, when I was a kid in the 80s, they had one.
Damn, Vucevic.
When Inspector, it was self-destruct. So Sissipas has self-destructing shoelaces.
Mhm.
They blow out, and then he blames it on the shoe. So I would put everything in my arsenal. My shorts.
And you know what's lovely about the Djokovic fans? Like they'll say he's injured, poor baby. That's why he didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, look at Nadal. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. Obviously, the guy was injured. Really injured.
You look pretty slow.
Yeah. Yeah, they all make excuses. Stop making excuses.
Who?
You either injure or you're not. Pretty simple. Either you broke your toe or not.
Oh, shit.
Either you pull your hamstring or not. I mean, come on. Don't play mind games. Seriously.
He does a good job of it.
I hate when he does that shit. Pisses me off.
All right, we're shooting to the women's side. In a little while, there's a match upcoming between a Wimbledon champion and Danielle Collins. You ready for the Screech Fest?
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to win that? I'm taking Rabikinas to the bank.
Doesn't Collins have a wrap around her leg too?
Yeah, that's drama. Nothing but the drama.
Yes, Vucevic has a low body fat, and Tiafoe's body is more naturally strong. Agreed. But Vucevic is a lot more yummy. So yeah, he's a lot more eye candy.
That's going to be one of the more physical matches so far in the tournament.
Who?
Vucevic and Tiafoe.
Well, Vucevic first of all had a big lead, serving 2-0, is now down 3-2, down a break on center.
Also, Jessica Pegula, that's busting number 3 for Damar Hamlin from the Buffalo Bills. Great job for her doing that. Again, she's the daughter of the Buffalo Bills owner, but she is playing Kostyuk, the Ukrainian that refuses to shake the hands of anyone Belarusian or
Needs to
Russian.
Slap her silly.
Because of that shallowness, I hope Pegula puts her through the ringer. I hope Pegula gives her like a French fry and a bagel, like a 1-0. That's not going to happen. It should be a good match, actually. Coco Gauff playing Para, 2 American girls squaring off. I'm excited about that one. Hopefully Coco Gauff does get right through that. She should. You know what I mean? Good job for Para being here. But
Thank you, Slushy.
It should be straightforward.
I like the name Slushy.
Oh, thank you very much. Scooping so. Okay, Iga Swiatek and Buska. Okay, that should be Swiatek 1, 2, 3.
Should be, yeah.
Should be, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that might wrap it up. Oh, no, it doesn't. Madison Keys and the Screech Fest Azarenka herself. Who you got?
It's going to be a tough match.
Good match, too.
It's going to be a tough match. Absolutely.
I'm pulling for Azarenka.
I like both of them. So
she's been through custody battles. She's been through what she was. It wasn't. She didn't get married. She had a child, and then there was an issue, and then they've been battling it out. Okay, so let's go, mom. There. Let's go, Azarenka, and screw Kostyuk for not shaking your hand. Let's go, Vika. Sakari, Rip City. I don't know, man. I haven't bought in on that train either. She's a fun player, I guess. She's robotic. She hits off her back foot all the time. Anyway, whatever. Sakari, I haven't bought in on that bandwagon either. Vondrushova and Fruhvirtova. I'm going for Fruhvirtova here. By the way, these 2 ladies are country women, right? Aren't they both from the Czech Republic?
Mm-hmm.
Both of them, I think. There's something about tennis players in the Czech Republic. Shit's in the water. Like, you're born in the Czech Republic, you're a beast. And your name ends in OVA, which means you're automatically a beast player. Ova, I'm a beast player.
Wasn't Martina? She was from Czechoslovakia.
How many Ovas do you know that are beasts in tennis? All of them. Like, it's in the water over there. Like, what's your DNA? Croatia, you play tennis, right? It should be on your birth certificate. Good for them. Wish I was born there. I wish my last name was Davisova. I'd be a beast. What's your name? Pustino Davisova. You're hired. You can work for me. I'm gonna start saying that. What's your name? Justin Davisova. Oh, you're good at tennis.
David Chovich.
Davidovich, yeah.
David Chovich.
My name is Justinovich Davisova. Where I'm from.
No,
Straight out of Davisova. Yeah. People get more scared when they play me, you know?
Yeah, I don't have ESPN Plus.
But for now, when I go to like a minute, I
You gotta go to the tournament.
Yeah.
Don't tell them that you
Don't tell
Justin Davis, because they'll be like,
Yeah.
too easy.
Yeah.
They go, you go play one of these men's open.
Yeah.
You can't say your name is Justin Davis. You'll be like, too easy. You gotta say
Yeah.
Justin
Justin
Davidovich.
That's it. Get a little ID and scribble it on there, and put a little like a mental
Justin
hiccup.
Djokovic.
Yeah, like,
Davis Djokovic.
You're checking in. Yes. What's your name? Justin Novich, Davis Silva, and then give him an accent.
You win automatically.
How are you? I play you. Maybe it'll give him a little hiccup like Djokovic does to his opponents when he calls, the trainer. Right?
It's like me. Like I don't have to like. Oh, you're Spanish. Yeah. Oh, you good. You must be a good player.
I didn't know, but I kick good.
What about me? Like you must be a good player because you're Spanish.
Spanish people, Spanish people, you're. Look, Spanish people, you're in for a grueling marathon. Like when you play a Spaniard, it's like, oh shit, I'm playing soccer for like 7 hours. Like you gotta just get down and get defensive when you play a Spaniard. If you play an OVA, oh shit, the OVAs kill it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right through the court. They hit missiles, boom, boom. You play a Estados, Unidos, moonball.
No. The American players, it's a forehand. It's all forehand. Oh,
forehand.
And the serve.
No game.
That's it.
Yeah. Forehand serve.
That's American players. Serve.
Yeah.
Guys.
Tommy Paul, who? Forehand serve. Isner, 7-6, 6-7 serve.
5-2 center. Holy crap.
Oh shit.
Man, damn. Iron Man.
Too bad he doesn't meet Justinovich Davis Silva. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, that's a wrap for me.
And
we gotta teach all day tomorrow.
No show tomorrow.
Yeah, and we teach tomorrow night until like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, and we start at like 8 in the morning. So let's go. All right.
I'm thinking about tomorrow already.
That's all good.
I better get my energy going.
Fish sold me out. They're not touring here in the spring.
All right, guys. Buenas noches. I'm gonna go watch some tennis. Adios.
Let's go, number 3.